everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I thought it was time to show my face again. The kids are back at school, my house is quiet, so yeah, I don't know how long this is going to last. I will probably have to go back into the world of working, but I'm going to string it out until after Christmas because this part of the year, it's almost my favourite, to be honest. I know that that's a bit weird, like some people think that's a bit weird, but I really like Halloween and the lead up to Christmas. And I really want to be off with the kids at Christmas. So we're going to string it out to the new year. So I might have a little bit more time to do bits like this. So yeah, they're both at school. Had a fantastic summer. We were really lucky. Like, it started with COVID, so that wasn't so good. That kind of ripped through the family. But once that was out the way, I really enjoyed it. Went off to Cornwall for a couple of weeks in our caravan. And yeah, we just had a really nice time. And it's just so sad. I'm not ready for my kids to both be at school, but hey ho. It is what it is, but I hope you all had a lovely time anyway. So I've just got back from doing an Aldi shop. It's a slightly smaller shop because we did sign up for a Gusto last week and we've still got one of those. But I feel like I've got everything I need. We've got a couple of bits in the freezer that I'm using up meat-wise, so I guess that made it slightly cheaper. Anyway, I'll stop waffling on and I'll show you what I've got. So I've just laid it all out, and it's like everyone really at the moment, we are making a conscious effort to try and rein in the shopping costs a little bit. So I am going to go to Aldi and Lidl where I can, and then I might intersperse it with Tesco. This shop actually came to £69 today, which, you know, I think it's reasonable for a family of 4. When I look at it laid out, I sort of think, yeah, it's definitely less than I used to get for this money, obviously. But also I am getting bits and pieces for Christmas where I can. So that adds on a couple of pounds. But I'll start down in this end today. I've got some sprouts. Absolutely love sprouts. I really like this time of year when it becomes perfectly acceptable to kind of eat them more. I'd have them all year round, but then people get annoyed and yeah, me and my son love them, but the others get a bit annoyed when I keep getting them all year round. But anyway, sprouts, carrots and broccoli. Going to do a couple of veggie dinners this week. I've got the mini apples and the mini bananas. I really love these in Aldi. Perfect size for the kids. Then I've got a little unsmoked gammon joint. I didn't bother going for the bigger one. There was quite a price difference and I feel like this is fine. We'll easily get a meal out of it for the 4 of us and probably leftovers for a couple of sandwiches. So I felt like that was plenty. Some wonky strawberries, some baking potatoes. I tend to go for these now and then. I use them for roast potatoes, mash and baking. If I go for the smaller ones, I end up having to buy separate baking potatoes and I just think it's silly. So we've gone for these. There's some really nice big ones to have as a jacket potato there as well. Some large free range eggs. And then I've just got 1 packet of crisps because we're still using up crisps that we've had in the holidays. As it stands at the moment, both the kids are having school dinners as well, so that's really going to help. I mean, my son has a huge appetite and he comes home hungry, so my plan is to still do a hot dinner for both of them as well after school. But obviously it takes the pressure off a little bit with snacks and things because they're not around to keep eating them. So hopefully we can pull back a little bit of spending in that area. I got a jumbo kitchen roll, some salt and vinegar rice cakes. Haven't had these ones, so I'm not sure what they'll be like. I've gone a bit tissue mad, so there's these 2 rainbow ones, which I really love. One of them's for my daughter's room. As I've said so many times, absolutely loves rainbows. And then there's one for her to take into school and one for my son to take into school as well. They've just asked if they can just bring in tissues every term or half term. They obviously get through a lot when they're younger, so I've just got those. They were 79p each, so really reasonable. A small seeded loaf just for me. No one else is bothered about seeded bread, but I like it. So yeah, I got a half size one. I've got a cucumber and some mini easy peelers. They get really tasty, don't they, at this time of year? They look really yummy actually, so hopefully they're nice and juicy. Some meatballs, and then I'm going to do a beef stew, casserole, whatever you call it, at the weekend. So I've got one of these, which I don't normally get, but I thought it might just add a bit of flavour, which would be nice. So a beef casserole, seasoning mix, and some beef stock cubes. I'm pretty sure we didn't have any of these, and I'd rather play it safe for the sake of 40 pence or whatever they were. And then a coronation chicken filler just for sandwiches. Again, it is a bit of a luxury when you think about it. I mean, this was £1.40, I think. But equally, you can get a bit samey with sandwiches. It's really only my husband that takes them at the moment. but he does get a bit bored with tuna all the time, and he's not a big cheese or ham lover. So I've got some pate as well, and then we can have those. We can use leftover gammon, still got tuna in the cupboard, stuff like that. So that's why I've got those. These chicken skewers, so I've got these for my son just as and when, like an after school snack. Obviously, as many schools are, theirs are nut free, so obviously won't be going anywhere near school with these, but he is so hungry when he gets in, and I'm not too fussed. Like, if he has a couple of these and some fruit, that's fine. Some little gingerbread men. These are so often out of stock in Tesco for whatever reason, so I thought I would just get those while they were there. I think they were £1, if that. Some spreadable butter, milk and apple juice, and then I've got some French fries. It isn't my intention to keep a stock of these, to be honest, but also sometimes I just miss having them. So we're trying to, like I said, as I assume a lot of people will be, we are trying to make little cutbacks. So one of those things is that we're not really doing like an end of week takeaway at the moment. We're not, so that includes the kids. There was a time when on a Friday, you know, a couple of times a month, we'd get them a Happy Meal, but we're going to try and stop that. And we're actually just going to do like a homemade Happy Meal, which they're just as happy with. We've got the little basket, so I put some grease-proof paper in, make them like chicken nuggets, chips and sauce. And actually, they like it just as much. So we're going to go down that route for the minute and see how we get on. I've got 2 garlic and herb Kievs. We hardly ever have these, but we've actually got 2 others in the freezer which have been in there all summer. So I think we will just have these with the kids on one of the days. I'll get the other 2 out and defrost them and have that with veg and potatoes. Some little yogurts, some cheese. Like to keep in the cod fish fingers because they're just handy. Under here I've got some mince. And then I've got these, I haven't seen these before, battered chicken chunks. So essentially chicken nuggets, but they look quite nice. So I will do those for the kids as well. With, like I say, with fries and probably a little fruit shoot that we've got somewhere. And they feel like they're having a little McDonald's type meal. Garden peas, because we needed those. And then over the back, I've got some bleach. We are trying Aldi's own ketchup. I don't know. I'm not really a food snob, but there are some things which I'm not keen on having. But like, you get used to the brands like you. So Heinz tomato ketchup is one of them. Like Diet Coke or cola in general. They are the only things I'm really fussy about. However, we're going to give it a go because honestly, this was like a snip of the price. I can't remember exactly, but honestly, it was like a quarter of what a Heinz bottle of that size would be. So I think it's worth trying. Some pasta, 2 lots of wipes just to have in case. And then I absolutely love this. I got this smelling candle last year and it was really, really nice. And this is a bit of a treat, but I've actually got the candle for my mum. I may just give it to her or I may put it away for her birthday. And this time I've gone for the reed diffusers, which I'm going to put out in the hallway just because I absolutely love that smell. Absolutely love it. So yeah, if you're there and you want a nice smelling candle, then you could try that one. 2 birthday cards, you can't really go wrong with these, and I think they're £1, maybe less. Yeah, so got those for parties in case. And then these I just got, yeah, my kids are soft toy mad, these little squishies. I got the little, obviously the little rainbow cupcake for my daughter. And I guess, is this meant to be like a donut or something for my son? It actually came with like little clips on them, which I've cut off the top because I think they're babyish, but it's really just to have on their stockings. So we're really, really going to cut back on their stockings this year. As it stands at the moment, they both still believe in Father Christmas, so it's really, really lovely. However, last year I just felt like we went over the top with their stockings, and I don't want there to be awkward questions. So this year I've kept to what I said I was going to do, which is we're going to do a small stocking from Santa with like 1 present that they've asked for on their letters. And then anything else they have will be from us. I just think it's fairer that way. So these are just going to sit on the top of their little stockings. They absolutely love soft toys. It's just a little joke, but honestly, they love things like that. And then again, these, I mean, I can't remember, like £1, 1.50, something like that. And they're little cards meant to be Snap. I've got 1 Minions for my son, Frozen for my daughter, but basically you can actually play them in the bath. So whether or not they will play Snap, who knows? But they will absolutely love the fact that they can have Frozen and Minion cards actually in the bath. So again, little stocking idea, literally only cost a couple of £, and they will just sit nicely down in their stockings. So I was quite pleased with those. It's not much, but I just think I like the thought that stockings are just teeny little presents, which they wouldn't necessarily like find or pick themselves, just little fun things like this. So yeah, I'm going to put those away. And that was everything. So I just realised I didn't run through my meal plan. I've got it here written down. It's Tuesday today, but I'll start yesterday. So I like to do a Monday. So yesterday we had a gusto, which was left over from the week before. Tonight we've got roast gammon. I've just got that little gammon joint, and I'll do it with roast potatoes, carrots, broccoli, sprouts, gravy, might do Yorkshire puddings, I'm not sure, and then whatever's left over we'll make sandwiches. And then Wednesday we're having meatballs and some pasta, and I just whiz up a sauce with ratatouille and tomatoes, like herbs and spices, which I've already got in the cupboard. Thursday we're all going to have chicken Kiev, mash and veg for a change. Like, I'm quite looking forward to that. I like a Kiev. Friday, we are going to have chilli and rice. So I will use the mince I've got. Always got all the spices and herbs, like I say. And we've got some boil in the bag rice as well. Might have some corn chips left over, which we can dip in. The kids will have the chicken chunks with the fries and do like a pretend Happy Meal. And then Saturday, I'm going to just do a spaghetti bolognese with some sprinkly cheese and garlic bread that's also left over. You know what it's like when you go on holiday, you shove everything you can in the freezer, then you come home and you do a shop and you forget that you've already put stuff. So I've got like one garlic baguette, which I'm going to use up as well on that day. And then on Sunday, I'm probably going to make a beef casserole. Unless everyone wants a roast again, in which case I'll go and buy a chicken, but I'm going to try and steer them towards a beef casserole because I haven't had one in ages. It doesn't look like a nice day. And we've got like a jobs day on Sunday. We've got bits and bobs like appointments and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to do that. And that will get us through. So I thought I would just let you know what we're having. I'm going to go and pack all of this away. And I think while I'm popping the Christmas bits away, I might just get all of the Christmas stuff out for my kids and just see exactly what we've got. I am determined not to go over the top, like I've just said, with stockings and things. So I really want to know what I've got, make a list, and yeah, not overbuy or anything this year. If there's any videos that you particularly would like to see, then just send me a message down below, because I'm completely got out of practice with this now. And like I say, I was umming and ahhing as to whether to come back. I do still feel a little bit like that. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, maybe if people have got any suggestions of videos they like, it might give me a bit of a nudge. But yeah, I hope you all have a lovely week, and I will see you very soon. Bye.